Good evening and welcome to another week of CTV Sports, where we bring you the latest updates on CSU sports. I'm Carly Schwartzkopf.
And I'm Olivia Landis, and we hope you're not sick of basketball yet, because tonight we are bringing you a special all-basketball bit after an exciting weekend for both the men's and women's basketball teams. The Colorado State men's basketball team left fans emotional and excited after an essential win this past weekend. Saturday night, memories were made as senior forward Emmanuel Amagbo knocked down a game-winning three-pointer with less than 5 seconds to play, pushing the Colorado State men's basketball team to a 56-55 victory over San Diego State. The triumph came in front of the largest Moby Arena crowd this season, where fans stormed the court in support of the Orange Out victory. With the win, this marks the first time since 2003 that the Rams have swept the series over the Aztecs. The game came out to a slow start, with neither team making it onto the scoreboard until 2 minutes into the contest. The Aztecs broke out early, though, going on a 10-2 run, keeping the lead the entire first half. Struggling first from the field, CSU's well-known defensive skills came in handy, limiting the visitors to just one basket in the last 5 minutes of the first half, trailing 33-21 at intermission. San Diego State shot solid from the floor in the opening period, coming out over 48%. The Rams opened up the second half on a 9-1 run to close the gap after halftime to just 4 points, again dominating on defense to force the Aztecs to miss their first 9 shots. With just under 4 minutes remaining in the game, CSU tied it at 50 when senior guard Gian Clavel hit a clutch three-pointer. After an exchange of baskets with just over 2 minutes left, sophomore Prentice Nixon helped give the Rams their first lead with 2 free throws. The nail-biting moment, however, came when San Diego State's Dakari Allen hit a layup and a free throw to complete the three-point play, putting the Aztecs up 53-52. With the time running out, Nico Carvacho passed the ball to Amagbo to hit the game-winning shot, pushing the Rams to a 56-55 victory. With the intense win, the Rams remain tied for first place in the Mountain West Conference with Nevada, whom CSU will face later this week. Up next, CSU hosts Wyoming tomorrow night in Moby Arena for senior night at 7 p.m. Carly, as you can tell by all of the excitement and by the highlights, this was one of probably the most exciting and best basketball games in college I've been to so far.
Yeah, I personally had a lot of fun at this game, and that last second shot by Emmanuel, man, that's every kid's dream to hit that shot. Mm-hmm. It was kind of a weird looking shot, not gonna lie. He waited about 3 seconds before he chucked it up, but hey, it went in, and that was a really cool moment.
Yeah, it was a really cool moment, and you know, just looking at that video and how he had truly 4 seconds, you know, he was there and he was kind of like doing this fake, and then everyone was like, shoot it, and then he shot it, and that was the best moment. And it was a really important win to CSU, not only to sweep San Diego State in what's been over about 13 years, but also to just claim that, again, first place tie in conference play.
Yeah, I feel like CSU has really had to, you know, prove themselves time and time again why they should be first place in the conference. Mm-hmm. Beating San Diego State again against a legendary head coach. You know what? This Colorado State team is good. And if they have to keep proving it, even if it's by winning by 1 point, they're going to keep proving people wrong that they deserve to be first in the Mountain West, and they're going to do exceptionally well at the Mountain West Conference. This game was a really good test for them, though, just because it did, you know, come down to the last second again, and they are doing well under pressure, so I think they're going to do well in the conference.
Well, and giving a lot of credit to head coach Larry Eustacia, who's done a lot with this team that people did not expect, and, you know, it's drawn a lot of crowds. Speaking of the crowd, we got to take a look and acknowledge the student section as well as, you know, all the fans that came out. Taking a look at a video here of all the fans rushing the court after that three-pointer that Magbo hit to really win the game. You could see here all the excitement. This isn't really something we've seen all season, you know. The student section has been lacking a little bit, but this game was so special in so many ways. But here, this Ram Ruckus, I think, is what really made it special for the team.
Yeah, it was really awesome to see just the sea of orange all over Moby Arena. There's definitely some Moby magic happening, and I was kind of wondering where all these fans have been all season, but hey, at least they're showing up at the end. And it was also great for these fans to see, you know, Emmanuel Magbo and some great sports photographers such as Abby Parr and other photographers captured some pretty emotional moments for Emmanuel Magbo as he hit those last shots. We can see here, you know, he is just floored with excitement in this shot, which is awesome.
Yeah, and, you know, there was actually a shot, you know, all these photos, thanks again, courtesy of Abby Parr, CSU Athletics. She did capture a shot of him right here on the floor. He was emotional and crying after the game, and he was talking about how there was no way it was just him that made that shot go, and it was definitely his parents and his niece and nephew. And even just saying that gives you chills, you know, just to think about the emotion and the effect that this win had on this player.
Yeah, you know, Emmanuel Magbo, this person is pretty special. He has gone through some really hard things, and this team overall has gone through a lot of hard struggles this season. And for, you know, these photographers to capture something as emotional as that, cannot be happier for Emmanuel Magbo. He is going to do some awesome things.
And we also had some other special guests at the basketball game. Carly and I were able to catch up with some Ram legends, which was pretty exciting. They were honored at halftime. So let's take a look at Carly and I's interview with Ram legends Greg Smith, Darian Green, and Will Bell.
So what do you guys think about this team this season? There's 7 players on this team, first in the Mountain West Conference. What do you think about that?
I mean, it's crazy. I mean, it's crazy. I think just to see what they've done with a lot of tough luck and some adversity.
That is lit, man. Sorry, no.
I know, just proud of them, man, for playing hard, sticking together, and
you guys were all players at one point, so what was it like to come to this game and be on the other side of the court, actually watching these guys play instead of you being on this CSU team?
It's just cool to see, all the old Rams players, from, all the way back to almost 1946 to, when we're playing, you see everybody, and you just get that kind of feeling back that, you just want to go lace them up one more time. And, we wore the orange jerseys all 4 years and to try to bring it back, and we kind of started bringing bringing the throwbacks back. This is a great feeling to have, and to see them come out on top, with what they're fighting with, it's a great thing to watch.
Yeah, it's crazy to see the atmosphere. Movie Magic back again, or Madness, So it's crazy. It hadn't been like this in a while, so it's nice to see it back. And we wish we were out there still, but they're doing their thing right now, so it's good.
Absolutely. And when you guys were on the team, you made it to March Madness, made it past first game against Hawaii, and then second against Louisville. CSU, if they do make it to the tournament, is projected to play Louisville in that first round. Do you think there's going to be a lot of tension with that game? How do you think the Rams are going to do if they make it to March Madness?
I mean, you never know. I think the bottom line is, they got 2 more games left in the conference tournament, so you never know what happens when you get there. So
it's a lot different Louisville team than what we face. I can tell you that much.
If they do that to us again, man, the NCAA is sick.
Yeah, that's messed up. We playing Kentucky.
We don't deserve that.
Yeah, we're playing Kentucky way too much.
And kind of taking it back to you guys, you guys have been honored as Ram legends. You played on this team, you guys made a big difference. So for you, what really is one of the most special parts about being at this, being back at Moby and being around the crowd and watching these players play?
It's the atmosphere. The players change, but the atmosphere stays the same. It's just beautiful to see that everybody loves the Rams just as much as we do, and the guys before us and before that. The atmosphere is just beautiful.
Well, and I think too, our thing was when we came here was building it to get to this point. I mean, we came in here when we weren't very good. So I think for us to kind of be here and to see where, you just walk around campus and you walk around the facilities and you see all the stuff that we never had, was part of what we wanted to do, to come here and put this program on the map. And, we just want those guys to continue to really carry on and keep playing hard.
Right. Yeah, it's just great to see that buzz in the atmosphere again. I mean, it's just, they haven't had in a while, like I said, rebuilding it back, and, we put it to a place where it was at the peak for a while, I should say. I don't know, but, they're taking it right from there, and they're running with it, so they're doing well.
The Colorado State women's basketball team has done it again. This past Saturday, on February 25th, the CSU women's team won their 4th Mountain West regular season championship. The final game was held in San Diego, where the Rams walked away with the 80-46 victory. The Rams, who finished the regular season at 22-6 overall and 14-2 in the Mountain West, became the first women's or men's team in the Mountain West history to win at least a share of the regular season title in 4 consecutive seasons. The Rams made that record even more exclusive on Saturday, as the Rams have now won all 4 of those regular season titles. With Saturday's win, the Rams also clinched the #1 seed in the 2017 Mountain West Women's Basketball Championship. CSU's head coach Ryan Williams talked about the Rams' 4 straight regular season championships, saying, quote, It's hard to do. We feel really good about it. I'm so proud of these kids. They don't have to share this Mountain West regular season title with anybody. It's a tremendous accomplishment, end quote. Up next, the Rams take on Wyoming in Tuesday in Laramie, and then Nevada from Moby Arena on Friday, March 3rd. The Rams' Friday game is Senior Day, and all fans are encouraged to attend and celebrate the careers of senior Ellen Gustafson and Ellen Nystrom.
Last semester, for all of our loyal fans, we watched Carly try out to be one of CSU's starting quarterbacks.
Sadly, Coach Bobo wanted nothing to do with me, so I thought I'd test my luck out and try out for the men's basketball team to be their 8th Lady Man.
All around the world. To the beach, y'all. Let's go. All around the world. Y'all know.
CSU Men's Hoop, this is why I should be part of your squad.
It's going to be a beautiful day of basketball here today, folks. We're not talking about just regular basketball. We're talking about street ball. Street ball will be played today. And coming into the court right now, man, Bow Wow and his teammate. Right now. Bob, what's up, man? Hey.
I got the ball handling, I got the shot, I got the defense, but most importantly, I got the hops.
Up and down the court, I keep it so fresh on the microphone. I like no interruption when the game is on. I like slam dunk to take me to the hoop. My favorite play is the alley-oop. I like the pick and roll, I like the give and go, and it's basketball.
Well, now it's time for a short break.
Up next, we have some special guests from the women's track and field team.
Let's just say this past weekend, their hands got a little heavier from some Mountain West bling.
Tune in to KCSU, your student-run radio station at Colorado State University. Live 24 hours a day, every day at 90.5 FM and kcsufm.com. Live local new music now, and news, talk, and sports. KCSU, the radio voice of Colorado State, on the air since 1964.
You're watching CTV, produced by Colorado State University students, bringing you news, weather, sports, and entertainment from campus and beyond. CTV live Monday through Thursday at 7 p.m. on campus and Fort Collins on Channel 11. Repeats at midnight, 8 a.m., noon, and 2 p.m.
The Rocky Mountain Collegian is your student-run news and information platform. Pick up your paper on campus or around Fort Collins Monday through Thursday with special editions Fridays. And check out collegian.com anytime for all the latest updates. News, sports, entertainment, opinion, and more. The Rocky Mountain Collegian, serving Colorado State since 1891.
College Avenue has been your student magazine for the last 10 years. College Avenue prints once a month covering topics that are relevant to the CSU and Fort Collins community. We also print special editions like the graduation guides at the end of each semester, the best of CSU each fall, and the orientation guide each summer. Look for us on racks around campus, off campus, or online at collegian.com under the College Avenue tab.
Welcome back from the break. Carly and I are now joined by CSU track and field members Darby Gilfillan and Macy Kreutz. Thank you both for joining us. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah. So ladies, this past weekend was super exciting for both of you. You got your third Mountain West Indoor Championship. What was this weekend like for you ladies?
It was a super special weekend. The excitement in the air at the Albuquerque Convention Center was incredible. Everyone was so supportive of each other. And the team spirit was just like, it was incredible. There aren't even words to describe it. So.
Yeah, the amount of support that everyone had for one another was absolutely incredible, and how much we screamed for one another was just an incredible environment to be a part of. A really, really special week, and have both the men's and women's team come away with the championship was something I won't forget for sure.
Yeah, so, you both competed and are obviously champions, so can you first talk a little bit about your individual accomplishments? And Darby, we'll start with you, just exactly what you did this weekend and how it felt.
Yeah, I was able to score 4th for the Rams in the 5K, and then I came back and doubled in the 3K and got 6th for us, and both were really competitive fields, so really good competitors, and it was really fun to race them and be able to score points for the Rams, and it came down to be a really close competition. We only won by like 3.5 points, so I was happy to be able to contribute for them.
Mason?
And I ran the distance medley with a really cool group of girls. It was all distance girls, so it was really fun. And then I ran the 800 open, and that was a really special race for me because I've been battling a lot of injuries the past year. I was out for 5 months from knee surgery, so that race was it was pretty emotional because I've been out so long, been training so hard, and just have been loving this season, getting back into it. And I got 4th in that, so it was cool to place for the team and help them out. And then the 4x4 was so fun. That was the funnest race probably I've ever been a part of, and it was a really cool group of girls. We all just had our minds set on what we had to do and got it done and had so much fun along the way. The team was just so supportive. Everyone was just screaming so loud. I was trying to hold myself together.
I don't think I've ever screamed harder in my life.
Yeah. I was trying to hold myself together before because they were running and I was waiting to run, and the whole team was just going crazy, and I was getting all emotional because it was so special, and I was okay, I need to hold myself together. I'm about to race. We got to go. So it was a really fun race, and we got 3rd for that and got to place, and it was fun. It was cool.
That's awesome. So we have talked a lot about the men's and women's track team on our show this semester because it seems like every single weekend, in the field events and the throwing events and the sprint, everything, everyone has PR'd. So you guys talked a lot about, about the atmosphere and how crazy it was. Do you feel like all the pieces really came together through this last weekend that, the men's and the women's were going to win the Mountain West Championship?
Yeah, I think we've really developed throughout this season. Personally, my coaches have been able to coach me to a indoor 5K school record, which was really cool, and the guys have set multiple school records and national qualifying marks, and it's just been an absolutely incredible build-up, and like the throws have looked great, the sprints have looked really good, the jumps, it's all been absolutely incredible. And we knew that it was going to be a really tough competition. Like the Mountain West is very competitive in indoor track, outdoor track, cross country, so we knew it wasn't going to be easy, but if it wasn't easy, it wouldn't, if it was easy, it wouldn't be worth winning. So we just came in there and we all were able to come out with it on the day, and we had our ups and our downs, but as a team we were able to like come together and rely on all the training that we've been able to do for the past, season, and it really all just happened to come together on the right time, and we all helped each other through it, which was really absolutely incredible.
Yeah, where some people like weren't able to perform or like had a bad day or something, others stepped up and were there to take charge and do what they needed to do. And so it was really cool to see like people that weren't expected to like place very high or whatever, they like came and rose to the challenge and really helped the team out, which was really cool to see.
Sounds like it was, all together a team effort, and you guys came together. Sounds like it's an exciting weekend. So, Darby, it looks like you are actually wearing the Mountain West Championship ring. Do you want to show it to the camera?
Oh yeah, this is from I think 2016 last year. Yeah.
Let's give the fans a little look what it's like to be a Mountain West champ. It's really exciting.
Thank you.
Congratulations to both of you guys. Again, we appreciate you guys coming on the show, and good luck for the rest of the season. You do have outdoor season coming, good luck to you guys.
Thank you.
Good luck in outdoor. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Well, that wraps up another week of CTV Sports.
Be sure to check out our Twitter accounts and YouTube pages for more sports updates throughout the rest of the week, including this Tuesday's men's basketball game versus Wyoming. Have a great night.
Hello Rams, I'm Tim McCall, here to bring you all the latest and greatest in the world of Rams sports. This weekend marked the first Mountain West Indoor Track and Field Championship to take place since the year 2002. And for the CSU Rams, it was worth the wait. 12 members of the CSU men's track and field team were able to earn all Mountain West honors this weekend. The team was once again led by junior shot putter Mustafa Hassan, who had yet another incredible record-breaking performance. His throw of 69 feet and 10.75 inches shattered the previous Mountain West record and was good enough to be the 10th best shot put throw in the history of the NCAA. It was absolutely amazing. Largely in part to Hassan's strong performance, the Rams find themselves at 12th place in the national rankings this week. They are not only the highest ranked team in the Mountain West, but they are also the highest ranked non-Power 5 school in the entire country. Hassan and the Rams will look to continue their streak of dominance as the qualified athletes on the team will head to Texas to compete in the NCAA Division I Indoor Track and Field Championships. This event will be held on March 10th and March 11th. Make sure to check out collegian.com to see if your Rams can return home as champions. In basketball news, the CSU men's basketball team will be taking on the Wyoming Cowboys tonight in the second leg of the annual Border War rivalry. These teams met just 2 weeks ago in Wyoming in what wound up being a thrilling game. The Rams were able to escape with a 5-point victory and will be looking to duplicate that performance tonight. Tonight's game will be the Rams' last game at Moby Arena this season, and the team will be celebrating senior night by honoring all of the seniors before the game. Because of this, tonight's tip-off will not be until 8 p.m. The Rams will have a lot on the line during this game as they are currently tied with Nevada for the top spot in the Mountain West Conference. If the Rams can win tonight and maintain their tie with Nevada atop the conference, then the last game of the season, which is on Saturday at Nevada, will decide who wins the Mountain West Conference. The Rams know what is on the line in these final two games, so expect them to come out primed and ready to play. There is still a lot that could happen between now and March Madness, but if CSU can win the Mountain West Conference, they may be able to earn a spot in the 68-team bracket. Don't miss your Rams as they try to win their last home game of the season and try to extend their winning streak to 7 games. Tip-off is at 8 p.m. In women's basketball news, the CSU women's team will be experiencing their own border war tonight as they travel north to play the Wyoming Cowboys. The Rams have already clinched the Mountain West Conference regular season title, but will look to build momentum over their last 2 games before heading into the postseason. 2 weeks ago, these two teams met in Moby Arena in a game that saw the Rams win by 7. As per usual, The team was led by Ellen Nystrom and Ellen Gustafsson, who have both played great basketball over the last month and are the highest scoring players on the team. In order to complete the season sweep of Wyoming, Nystrom and Gustafsson will both have to continue to fill the stat sheet just like they've been doing all season long. Looking ahead to after tonight's game, the Rams will play their last home game of the season this Friday at 7 p.m. against Nevada. Nystrom and Gustafsson will both be among the CSU seniors who are recognized during the senior night festivities. Don't miss out on your last opportunity to see the extremely successful CSU women's basketball team in Moby Arena. Tip-off is Friday night at 7 p.m. That's all we have for sports tonight, but don't go anywhere because up next it's Ryan Christ with entertainment.
Hello, Rams. I'm sports anchor Alexandria Cloud, bringing you all the latest in the world of Ram sports. The Colorado State men's basketball team did it again. The Rams beat the Wyoming Cowboys 78-76 on Tuesday night in the second border war meeting of the season. This was another great game that came down to the last few seconds. Sophomore guard Prentice Nixon had a great game. In the first half alone, he had 18 points, and by the end of the game, he had a total of 23 points. The Rams went into halftime leading with a score of 48-41. They continued to lead for the majority of the half until Wyoming's Justin James hit a three-point shot with just 17 seconds remaining. This three-pointer left the Rams trailing by 2 points. Senior guard Jean Clavel was on the bench at this time after fouling out. Nixon was put in the game for Clavel and was able to make a three-point shot with just 3.6 seconds left on the clock, which brought the Rams to a victory. Senior forward Emmanuel Mogbo also had his 18th double-double of the season last night. He is currently tied for 7th place in the NCAA. He had a fantastic performance with 13 points and 12 rebounds. Clavel also brought in 17 points and Caravaggio had 10 points. The leading scorer on Wyoming's side was sophomore guard Justin James with 24 points. The CSU students and fans rushed onto the court for the second time in a row after the win. Maybe this is a new tradition for every time CSU wins a game. Looking ahead, the Rams will wrap up the season against Nevada on Saturday at 6 at night. This will be a huge game as both teams are looking to win the Mountain West title and get the #1 seed for the Mountain West tournament in Las Vegas. The CSU women's basketball team did not have as successful of a night as the men's team did against Wyoming. The Rams fell 56-49 in the second border war matchup of the season. It was a very slow start for the Rams as they were 19-0 in the first quarter, and they weren't able to score again until the four-minute mark in the second quarter. By halftime, the score is 30-16. The Rams came back a little bit in the third quarter and cut down the score deficit. Ellen Gustafsson was the leading scorer with 14 points. The Rams finish up their season this Friday here at Moby Arena against the Nevada Wolfpack at 7 at night. This game is senior night and will feature the accomplishments of Ellen Gustafsson and Ellen Nystrom. Last weekend, the CSU men's and women's track and field teams swept the Mountain West Indoor Track and Field Championships in New Mexico. This was the first time in CSU's history that both the men's and women's sides have won the championship title. The men's team is currently ranked 12th nationally this week by the U.S. Track and Field and Cross Country Coaches Association. The track and field teams have a little bit of rest time to enjoy the championship title they just earned before the outdoor season starts on the 17th at the Jerry Quiller Classic in Boulder. The Colorado State football team is getting close to completing the 2018 season schedule. It was just announced last week that the Rams will face Illinois State on September 22nd, 2018. But for now, we can look forward to the 2017 season. The full schedule was just released today, and the home games and some of the non-conference games will be played in the sunny Lubick Field. The season is set to kick off on September 1st against Colorado in Denver. The CSU softball team kicked off their home opener on Tuesday against UNC. Well, sort of. As you can see, it was not the best weather conditions to play in. The game only made it to one inning before a 20-minute weather delay was called. After the 20-minute delay, it was then decided by game officials that the game would be postponed and made up on a later date. The Rams continue on with the Colorado Classic this weekend here in Fort Collins. Those are all the updates I have for you right now, but to stay up to date with the basketball games this weekend, follow my Twitter and go on to collegian.com and click on the sports tab. After the break, Delaney has all of the latest entertainment news.